Hey YouTube comic community, this is Jimmy the Geek Aficionado, and I have got some stuff in. We got unboxings today. Stay tuned to find out what I got. So as promised, I bought some stuff that I'm going to unbox for you today. Now, there is a store in Canada that I have a tendency to buy from quite often, right? Because they get a lot of really good stuff, and it's typically stuff that I'm looking for. So zero complaints, great relationship, and they're really easy to work with. Recently, they got in a whole run, well, primarily a majority of a run of Marvel Premiere magazines. Now, if you don't know about Marvel Premiere magazines, educate yourself, because there's a lot of good stuff that is in these magazines. Lots of first appearances, like Star-Lord in issue number 4, and just a lot of really good and interesting stories, right? So I ordered 2 different times, right? So one from earlier and then one recently. We're gonna start with the one most recent, because this was the one where I was like, okay, I gotta get the rest of the stuff. But there's still some really great stuff in here. Let's crack it open and find out. Actually, this part is a little open already, so we'll save using the knife. There we go. All right. We always get a nice little thank you note, which is awesome. All right, this is, as you can see, well packed, right? Taped up, lots of magazine boards. That's actually going to come in pretty handy. And they're facing the inside too. So the best part about that is that there's no sneak peek or anything like that. So we're just going to pull these up one at a time. Okay, so first book is Marvel Preview number 3, Blade the Vampire Slayer. Now this is an early Blade solo story. Early solo story from Blade the Vampire Hunter. Not easy to find. This one's about a 7.0, as it's notated from the seller. So we'll be looking that over. I'm hoping that, cleans and press, I like to get all these in 9 or higher, but, hey, it happens what happens, right? So that's a really cool book. Blade the Vampire Slayer, Marvel Preview, number 3. Keeping with our horror motif, we have also Marvel Preview number 12, featuring Lilith, the daughter of Dracula. Fantastic cover. I'm not sure who did it. It says Norum. Not familiar with that artist, but this is identified as a 9.0 in the sales notes. So this is just another beautiful copy, but it fills out the run that I'm doing on Marvel Preview, trying to get through that. So this is just a great book, great cover. I'm looking forward to reading it and adding it to the collection. So that's super nice. Now, this is the second box. So this one actually has some big books in it. So, okay, we've got everything opened up. The boxes are open. The books are out. I've got the prices pulled off of them because we're not going to talk about that kind of stuff. But here's what I got. Marvel Preview number 21, second solo story of Moon Knight. Now, I say second solo story, third book technically, because Marvel Spotlight 28 and 29 were kind of a contained story between the 2 issues, but this is the next one over here. This is a fantastic book, and if you're a Moon Knight fan and you're specking on the Moon Knight series, this is one you want to pick up. Right? This is a nice 8.0 copy. I'm super happy to get it, and it fills out my run very nicely. Another big book. These are all big books. Another big book. Marvel Preview number 2. The original origin of the Punisher. If you're a Punisher fan, you should be getting this. If you're specking on Punisher for MCU, you should be getting this. This is a huge key for Punisher fans. You gotta have this book. This predates the origin story that's told in the Punisher, the Amazing Spider-Man 134, 137, I can't remember which one it is, I'll write it down, but one of those, it's somewhere in there. But this is a big book, right? You gotta be picking this up. If you're into the game, you're into, you know, Punisher, this is the one you want. Awesome 8.0 copy, fantastic to have. But this is the big book. This is the big dog. Marvel Preview number 7, the first appearance of Rocket Raccoon. So happy to finally have this in a nice high grade. Looking forward to reading it and getting it Slab, because I have been after this book for a long time, and I always find overpriced copies that are in not great condition. And you know what? I'm finally happy to have a copy that I like for a good price in my collection. Thank you very much, Paradise Comics in Canada, for making me a very, very happy collector. So that's all we've got time for. Make sure that you click a thumbs up on the video, subscribe to our channel, and ring that notification bell so you can find out when I open up great stuff. Thanks again.